blessings in the present and in the days to come. President Obama.
Please, everybody have a seat. Thank you, Chaplain Darm, for your kind introduction and for your service to our nation. We are extraordinarily grateful to you, and it is wonderful to have our first Hindu chaplain here with us today. Good afternoon, everybody. I see a lot of familiar faces and friends in the audience. I want to thank all of you for coming to this, our third observance of Diwali at the White House. And I'd like to acknowledge a few guests that include Her Excellency Neralla Rao, the Ambassador of India to the United States. Dear friend Neera Tandon, the new president of the Center for American Progress. Bhargava, who served on my advisory council for faith-based and neighborhood partnership. Those who are visiting from the Golden Temple in India, and the team from SSVT for supporting this program for the third year in a row. My outstanding USAID administrator, Dr. Raj Shah. Members of my administration here, and I have to acknowledge my dear friend because we went to college together, the ambassador to Belize, Mehta. Mehta can tell a lot of stories about me, but he has sworn to secrecy. 2 years ago, we celebrated Diwali and used it to reestablish the President's Advisory Commission and White House Initiative on Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. The Commission, under Kiran Ahuja, is doing outstanding work to improve the health and the education and the economic status of AAPI communities, and I want to thank all the members for their outstanding service. Thank you very much. Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders obviously have enriched our culture. They've strengthened the fabric of our nation in every single field of endeavor. Just recently, I awarded Neralla and Sujata Imani with the Citizens Medal on behalf of their late mother, Vijaya, who worked to combat domestic abuse. This summer, the White House hosted the first ever convening to promote community partnerships around Seva. Biravi, we got a service supporter over there. Biravi Desai's determined leadership led to the New York Taxi Workers Alliance being recognized by the AFL-CIO. Teenagers Shri Bose and Naomi Shah outperformed competitors from 91 countries to win this year's Google Science Fair, and we were especially proud that all the winners were girls this year. So. And as Chaplain Darm illustrates, Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders honorably defend our nation through their armed forces. So Diwali is a special holiday for millions across our country and around the world. And Michelle and I greatly enjoyed celebrating that occasion while in India last year. Some of you saw Michelle dancing. It was much better than my dancing. Diwali is a time to celebrate the victory of light over darkness, of hope over despair. Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and many Buddhists consider the day to be sacred to their faiths. But the message of this day is truly universal, that in the end, good will always triumph over evil. It's also a time for reflection and remembrance of our neighbors in need. And obviously with so many Americans facing challenges that are hitting communities without respect to color or creed, it's especially an important time for us to remember the importance of service to humanity and our obligations to one another. So as I light the White House dia, it is on, I just want to make sure I got that right. This is not the first time I've done it. It is on behalf of the American people and with the hope that each of us would renew our commitment to serving our neighbors in need. And with that, I'd like to invite Priest Neralla Char to lead us in a brief prayer. Happy Father's Day.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Asato